Oh, we got people. Let me put this notice up first. Want to make sure that the $14,000 grant for home repair is starting to become available at the state level. It was something that started 2 years ago. The law passed, but it takes so long for the bureaucracy to get figured out how to give out the money. So in the beginning of the chat here, I put the links you should know about to apply. And the main thing to do is the one link there tells you where your state office is for energy. It's going to be, managed by your state office of energy, and there's a listing there that I have to find out your state office of energy. So you have to contact them to find out when it's going to be available to you. And one thing I want to mention too is how grateful I am to all the members and the other people on YouTube that aren't members and have such kind words for what we do. And I never thought something like this would happen to me. And I'm so grateful for every kind word you give me or anybody else. It's just, God, we all have that capability to do that and to improve other people's lives by just using kindness, and it's just a wonderful power that we all have. And I appreciate all of you that share it with me or to me or whatever it is. I'm just another human struggling through this stuff like all of us do, and it's wonderful to hear, and I appreciate it so much. But if you get a grant, I can show you where to get help. That's even, gosh, it'll fill my heart even better. It's just I get so frustrated when I see all this help that's out there, and it's a little complicated to get, so people give up early on trying to get it if they need it. And if you don't need it, that's fine. Then there's a lot of things to do in life. But if it could help you in life, and particularly if it's getting you stuck in making your life go forward, I mean, that means society is wasting you. You have powers and energy and kindness to give to others, and so if your life isn't right enough, then you can't give as much as you can. And I think that's the thing. I mean, we have, how much can you give before you die? And how much can you contribute before we all have to leave here someday? So it's important to grow as much, and I think as organic beings, we can continue grow. There's parts of us that can't, like our muscles and our face that keep sagging, and the mind that gets some holes in it as you get age. But I think in kindness and helping others is a renewable force, and that's why I think it is also renewable energy, because the more you do it, the more you can do it. And that's why I'm so grateful for the people who use Let's Go Help to help other people. I mean, that is, and the feedback I get from the people who do that, how much it grows their heart and it helps them. And this is why I do this, because it's so selfish. Live stream has ended. Now, who the hell ended my live stream? That's terrible. I bet somebody else is going live. Holly, oh, damn it, no. Uh, 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 oh, no, it's not. No, that's not there. Where? Yeah, gosh, so what happened? Uh, try it again. I got bounced off on, if you're watching this on YouTube, I got bounced off somehow on Mighty Network on Let's Go Help 2. So I got to come back on there, and there's a lot to talk about, and primarily about and I put up the links again, for the government programs. State energy offices, see, contact your state in the list that I put in the beginning of the chat. It says where to contact your state. That's who you want to contact. And there's maybe about a half a dozen or so states that got the money, and the other ones will be getting it soon. So you want to get there, maybe get on a list if they have a mailing list or email list or something like that, to be notified when they get the money and it becomes available. And that's important. But also tonight is the free laptops, okay? So we're giving out 25 free laptops. So sign up for a laptop, okay? If you need it. If you don't need it, then leave it for somebody else. I mean, it's a lottery, so we're not, we can't guarantee them. But you can, there are so many people locally that you can get laptops for free. They're nonprofit organizations. I'm not the only person giving away free laptops. And I know our library in town here is giving away a lot more than I am, and that amazes me. So and the way to find out where you are is go to findhelp.org and put in computers and see the nonprofits that help you with computers. And if you don't see something there that says free laptops, come and get it, if you don't see that, then call them anyway, because they're nonprofit organizations. That means they're working 24 hours a day or 8 hours a day, however they work, maybe 4, to help people with computer problems and to get help, either technical help. And that's another thing too. If you're looking for, how to use computers so you're more more valuable in the workforce to get a job, there's free help for that too. And it's good morning, Frank Whipple. You don't sell, you're not the Charmin guy, are you? Mr. Whipple. You're probably not old enough to remember that. But it's important that I wish. Well, actually, Mr. Whipple just, he was just a guy working at in the food store. 77. Oh, you are 77. Well, see, I'm 80. I'll be 81 soon in May. Wow. These suckers keep going. That's right. Boy, just live every day you can. And I think it's hard. We don't know the right way to live every day, and we struggle. But I know one thing, at least at my age, I feel is the more I open my heart, if I open my heart more every day, if I just say the word love, it is opens my heart somewhat. I'm trying to say that to more people too. I mean, as a guy growing up in the 50s, first of all, you don't say it to men. You only said it to your wife, kind of thing. And that's stupid. Your heart's big. Doesn't mean you have to marry everybody, but you could love everybody and open your heart and make other people feel like you want to feel. You want to feel that warmth in life, that, boy, that you're not alone and you're struggling. We all are, whether we fucking like it or not. Above ground is good, yes. It's just the rent is higher, Frank, isn't it? And so that's why, boy, I'd say no matter what your station in life is or how old you are, you could still love harder. Man, let me see, that's one thing we can all do. I have a new love sign that I'm giving out. I'm developing the lobby in our apartment here building. There's about 70 units here, getting ready for love. And I have big, I don't know if you could see this. Oh no, that's wrong. That's the wrong camera I was showing. Maybe this here. Woodley is for lovers. That's going to go down the lobby and a lot of other cool things that we'll put on the windows and mirrors and doors and stuff. Uh, yeah, to celebrate it, to make people more friendly. So you don't have to stand in the elevator just looking at the at what floor are we on, and there's a human being next to you who's probably cool, and it's neat to know more about, and that's why we I throw a lot of parties in the lobby just for that. So trying to develop a community that is friendly and kind to each other, and boy, that's the nicest way to live, but it takes work. Unfortunately, everything takes work. I got to be a blast living. Yeah. Well, Charity, what I've done now is there's something called Porch Fest, and I got a rock and roll band in the front of the building. And we get 300-400 people in the front of the building with a band, Porch Fest. It's now twice a year, and that's fun. And I think I usually have drinks in the lobby every couple of months or something. I'll throw a cocktail party down there or a happy hour. The universe needs more people like you, Michelle, too. I mean, we're all different, and we all have different capabilities, and we're all unique, and that's why the trouble in life is trying to find our uniqueness so we could give that, because if we give our uniqueness, I think we're giving the best we have. If we're trying to give something somebody else told us to give, we're not as good as that. And they're better than that at that. So I think it's finding what you're unique about and give that 150%, because if you're trying to do something that is not coming from the inside of you, then you're not going to do it as well. And that's why, years ago, I've heard, boy, that's what, when I started wearing these coats and suits and question marks, I mean, to me, that was how I'm living inside out. Taking my insides, because I tried to do it like everybody else told me, and I was failing. I said, oh, fuck this, I'm not having fun, and I'm failing? No, that's no fun at all. So I said, well, I could fail and have fun failing. So find things I have fun doing, and I'll probably fail anyway, that's okay. But I'm having fun from day one. Instead of doing something I didn't want to do really, but somebody told me I should do this to be happy and successful and all that kind of shit. And I never made it, so I didn't have fun trying to get there to have fun someday. So why spend all these years, doing something you don't like to try to have fun someday? Fuck. Start having fun now, and we have to take care of ourselves and our responsibilities. So that's true too, and so that's why I like the gig economy. That's a way to create income easily without an investment in a career, having somebody over your head all the time, and that. Sheila said, free laptop be wonderful. Okay, don't forget, our free laptops are for members. So that's part of the 4 or 5 things, members. And by the way, we may have a Valentine's grant soon that we'll just give. A lot of people aren't picking up their money. So what we're doing is finding a special way to give some of that money, to give that money to another grant to people that have. I mean, people's lives are busy. I understand you apply for something, you can, you could do a subscription to me and you forget you had it and stuff like that. So we may have another, but the laptop, yes, by midnight tonight, we're going to give out, and it's a lottery. So put in your name, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain a brand new laptop delivered to your doorstep by Amazon. We have a person who just does that, send out these laptops. It's not us. We go on Amazon and find a laptop and send it to you. So we got an account at Amazon to do, because you need that. And the other reason too is that it's hard on the phone, to be typing away, and particularly. Yes, it's for members only, Sheila. But if you can you probably find one by going to findhelp.org. go to findhelp.org and put in uh, computers, okay? Because a lot of local nonprofits that give out laptops, because you really need that. I mean, a phone is fine, and there's a lot of members who get thousands and thousands of dollars just by applying stuff on the phone. But it's certainly easier on a laptop. And now with AI too, I want more people to realize I won a laptop a little over a year ago, and it's a win-win if you buy it. That's wonderful. It's and you starting to play with AI and use it. It's free. You may not have an application for it yet, but if you dabble in it and see what's good about it. Now, like I put in yesterday, what was it? I want a picture of, give me a picture of all this money coming out of the U.S. Capitol. Man, in 2 seconds, I got this color picture of the U.S. Capitol building spitting out money, you know? And it was free. I mean, you go to, I use chat.openai.com, but there's others. I put in an article because I want to know the substance of an article. I cut and paste the article that I like read in the Washington Post, and I put it in there. And I said, give me the highlights of that article. Boop, 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 boop. In a few seconds, I have it. Yeah, so it's a tool. It's sort of like anything else, and actually, it's a way to use technology. See, the computers. If you wanted to use a computer now to use it, you have to learn software, right? You have to learn coding. You had to learn PHP, or I know COBOL and Fortran and assembly language back 40, 50 years ago, whenever it was, and to use computers. But now it speaks English. You could use it speaking English, but there's some guidelines and some tricks to really getting the most out of how you talk English to the computer. And that's why have you tried Bing? Yes, I mean, actually, Chat AI uses Bing because they own it. I mean, that's Microsoft, and that's a Chat BTP, whatever they call it, is in cahoots with Microsoft. Remember the guy who running Chat GPT got fired, and he went right over to Microsoft, and then they hired him back. Yeah, lots of those AI inquiry fees to pay. Some of them do, yeah, for the better. Yeah, absolutely. But to learn the system, you don't need that. It's sort of like learning to ride a bicycle. Yeah, you could get a $1,000 bike, or you could get one to use for $10 and learn how to ride. Yeah. And so it doesn't really matter. You don't know what you need it for yet anyway. Government pays around $30 Wi-Fi sign up with carrier each month. Yes, and that's a government program for the Federal Communications Commission that have it. It's certainly different numbers in different parts of the country. But again, you could find those at findhelp.org also. See, what's neat about findhelp.org, instead of going to Google, which you're going to find all these people who say they do that, but they're going to charge you money somehow because they have to pay Google. But FindHelp, nobody's ever going to charge you anything, and they do that. And see, that's the thing about AI. All the sources you get out of AI will never charge you anything. So if you're looking for grants to start a business, and if you say it right when you ask, I mean, like I do it, and you see my videos about that, you get all the real places in where you live that only give you money to start a business. You can't do that in Google. It's impossible. And you get sidetracked, and you get frustrated, and you don't get anything, and you quit. Do you know, or can you suggest any free AI tools? I use Bing, but eventually at the end asking for a pay subscription. Yeah, I mean, if you use Chat, if you use that, you could use the smaller version, forever, and that'll help you learn the system. more than anything. Otherwise, it's like 20 bucks a month. I think they do. Uh, but that's important to learn. It's sort of important to learn the power of the computer. You may or may not use it, but it's like all these things happen in our life. And you're going to get more out of life if you use it. It's not like your life is over if you don't, but it's the thing I heard, which uh, makes sense to me. It's like having a bicycle for your brain. Okay, before, when you were a kid and you walked around the neighborhood, boy, once you got a bicycle, then your world just opened, right? So much more. You'd live fine probably, but it wouldn't be as open to you, without a bicycle. Then cars are the same way. You could buy the car, it'd take you an hour to get over to the store, but what the hell? Now you can get there in 5 minutes. Indiana help. For what, Jennifer? Okay, for help, you want to go up and search our thing for 500 mini grant. Okay, the 500 mini grant report. You download the report, it's free. It'll give you about 60 pages of all the grants in Indiana. Okay, not all of them, but starting places. See what all this thing, there's millions of them, so you can't ever get on. But what you need is the best starting places and the people in your state that help you find them. See, that's the other thing. You have to start using people. And because people in your state that deal with this problem know more than Google will ever know, they'll know more than I will ever know, and you want to talk to them. So if you have trouble paying your rent or something, there's probably 50 organizations in Indiana who are nonprofit or government offices that will never charge you, that are there to help you pay your rent. Now, they may or may not have money for you, but they're helpful to show you other places that have money and do it. See, that's the way you do it. It's like looking for a job. You don't go and ask one person for one business, are you hiring today? And they say no. You don't go home and wait for them to change their mind. It may happen, but probably won't. Okay, look, to start a business floor, look at item number 5 in the Meta Grant report. Okay, in there, that will show you where to find local business mentors. These are people that will help you for free start your business, help you find money, help you find stuff you need to start your business. But don't call and say you want money. Call and say you want to start a business, okay? Because they say they don't have money, but if you shut up and just say you need help, they'll probably be able to help you find the money or find the help you need or reconstruct your business and do the same thing. See, I believe there's so many businesses people think they need money for and they probably don't, because there's other ways to do it. Now, maybe you want to take the time to try to find money, that's fine. But I think the most important thing is trying to start the business as soon as possible. I mean, to get a customer, because you're not going to know the truth about your business until you start getting customers. You may have a greatest idea in the world, and everybody may think it's right, but it means shit until you get a customer. And that's why the only thing that really counts is trying to get customers as soon as possible. And there's a way to do it. We have a free report I'll send to you. How to start a business without any money. And I'll send you the... yeah, that's how the first 2 businesses I started, I got money and all that kind of stuff, and they failed. And then I started to, I don't want to do that anymore. And there's ways not to do it. It may work for what you want to do, and it may not. Nobody knows for sure what works, for you, and you're the only one who knows. And you have to find out through trial and error, not what other people are. Other people are just like me telling you, so that's just a maybes. but you have to go through a whole lot of maybes, to get there. What kind of business, Floor, want to start? Yeah, and that's it all. It's like learning to walk. If this is something new, you've never done it before, you really don't know. You could take advice, all advice you want, but it's like learning to walk. If you don't take those steps and fall on your ass a lot. Well, if it's affiliate marketing, I mean, I think the best way to learn that is to find other people who are doing that, okay? Because you don't really need money. You think you need money because you don't know the options, how to get customers, and you think you'll have to pay money and all that kind of stuff. And you really don't. If you have money, more power to it. If you don't, you should not let that stop you. Now, here's what I would do. I would go to, okay, I go to, which I need, but the fees are, yeah, well, if somebody's charging you fees for $14,000 for affiliate marketing. I'd be very careful. They're making money. And it is, I mean, I can't really say, and I don't know, but it's most people, they're just making it easy for you to spend money and convince you. Marketing is terrible in this country because they're so good at it. Everybody's so good at it, and I've gotten good at it because I can't get a client unless I market, and neither will you. And they say they know all the ways to do it or whatever. But I would, before you do that, I would go to one of these mentors and ask them about it, okay? Now that's the way. And then if somebody, and you could contact 2 or 3 of them, okay? So you go to 2 or 3 mentors that are in that item number 5, talk to them about this affiliate marketing thing that you want to do and see what they say. And then go to meetup.com, and there's probably affiliate marketing meetups. If there's not, there'll be something small business or online business, home business, or what. One of those. You want to talk to people who have tried this or are doing it now. Before you get convinced by a salesman like me. That's why I'm so happy I'm able to do this for a very cheap price and give your money back no matter what. Because it's easy. I mean, we spent to be successful and to get customers, you have to learn how to sell. And learning how to sell is learning how to use the media. And using the media is you can't be polite and nice. Because nobody will pay attention. I have a wholesale real estate business I started. I definitely need funds for day-to-day expenses. Okay, Hector, the same thing. You go to in our Meta Grants report, the LESCO Meta Grants report, and let me put that in there because you may not have that now. But do not spend money till you talking to people who know this stuff. Okay, here's the Meta Grants report. Okay, go to 5. Make an appointment with the free business counselors, okay? Mentors, they're business mentors. And talk to 2 or 3 of them, and then go to Meetup. And wherever you live, I'm sure there's plenty of meetups and real estate investor meetups, okay? You want to talk to people there. Now, these are people who are not charging you. So these are people that are just it's like a club. So it costs no money. Maybe you have to buy a $20 pizza or something to go to a meeting, and that's about it. So that's it. Before you start spending any money on the marketing you need and things like that, it's easy. You have needs and you don't know the options, so you think money will solve every problem. And so that's why then the sharks are out there, and they're very good at this, and they'll convince you that they're the ones that'll solve your problem. And most of the time it's not, may or may not be. I can't really tell, and it'd be stupid if I said they're all bad. I don't really know, but most of the stories I hear and everything, and I've tried a whole bunch of that stuff, it's really stuff coming from the heart and you doing it are the things that'll be more successful. Sometimes you have to go through and make a lot of mistakes and then do it the way you should have done the first time. So the way to solve that, I've been to REI meet for sure. The sharks are in the water. I've been to a RE real estate meeting for sure. The shark, absolutely. Anybody wants to mention water, but see, you don't want to talk to anybody who's selling you something. That's terrible. You want to talk to somebody like you who's trying to do something, without money, and are they able to do it, and how do they do it? Meetups. So good for you, Hector. Okay, so you see, yeah, that's it. So absolutely, thanks. That's it. So any other? Okay, so don't forget, you have today by midnight to sign up for the free laptop, okay? And that's membership. Now, if you're not a member, you're watching this on YouTube, then it's letsgohelp.com, and it's $20. And if you think we ripped you off, I'll give every penny you've ever given us back. And that's not the point. The point is to educate people about these sources, and I have to charge so I can support myself to educate the people. And I'm so grateful I'm able to do it for such a cheap price, and that we give about half our money back to members. So right now, $75,000 every month we give back to members. You either get $500 or $1,000. So for like $500, I mean, that's our subscriptions for 5 years. And I think Charity got one of those, right, Charity? So she's got us to pay for her subscription for 5 years. And thousands and thousands of people we give that for, see? And it's important. Now, Charity is so kind and gentle that she wants to help others too. And so she goes on and does what I'm doing now. We'll go on live and see if anybody has a question, because I think Charity can answer your questions a lot better than I can. Why? Because Charity didn't know shit from Shinola when she started this thing. and she's been successful at it. So I think people could relate to her better than me, because I've been studying this for 50 years, and it gets a little boring, and I can't relate to what it is someone starting out, and that's why asking someone like Charity a question is a lot better, I think, than asking me. And that's why I'm so grateful for Charity doing that. And what I understand Charity feels like I feel is that helping people is a wonderful gift. And like find help, right? Exactly. I just won the DC rent mortgage giveaway. Wow, wonderful, Irving. Thank you so much. Yeah, if anybody's ever won, please give us a note. Either on Let's Go Help 2 or on Facebook, so other members know that this shit's real. I mean, I don't have a long time left here, but we have to fight our environment, which is so full of scams and people trying to rip people off. And I'm probably not the best front man, because I look like a real salesman, don't I? It's the best thing that makes my heart smile. See, now what is better in life than making your heart smile? Sure, paying the rent when you don't have it, and that's why we want to get you to know where to do that, but in addition to, if you could make your heart smile while you're trying to figure out how to pay the rent, I mean, boy, that's that to me is a trifecta or a double factor or whatever the hell it is. I was lucky. Oh, Daniel Grant Winters, after only being a member a few months. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, we don't check how long you've been a member, just if you're a member. And that's the important thing. I won and you sent me a check. Oh, Frank, great. See, I don't know how I make money on this, but I do. And I am so grateful. It is amazing how, uh, you know, all the marketing courses don't work anymore, because what works for me now is being honest as I possibly can, and taking care of other people first. And, we're just, capitalism doesn't train you to do that. So, see, look at all of that. See, I think you made Hector a believer finally, huh? Yeah. But it is. We're all struggling, yeah. And that's the other point. See what I mean, Hector? That I am not a good person to help somebody who's just starting this journey. That, charity is. That she's more important to the success of this than I am. It is, and that's why I want to get other members that want to do that. Please, we'll let you give it a try. It costs nothing, and we even give out some stipends too for it. But it is, you are the backbone of this, because you're the only persons that can relate, like charity can relate to somebody else. And so there's Hector, it comes on, and if I'm not here, then just think if Charity was here. Well, she can do as much as I can in a way, and I think she becomes more believable. So, Hector, Irving, you want to try this? Please, you got to open your heart to other members, to just to be available, so people have someone to ask a question to. See, that's right. It's not to give. That's the only key. It is that it's not giving up. There's no talent. There's no degrees required. There's no, important people you got to know. You just have to know not to give up. See, and that's another reason why charity is more important than me. Is that, the people who do the work Charity is doing here is really just talking from her heart without an ulterior motive, like you can't trust me because I'm selling you something, and that's why when I was doing home shopping and things like that, they wanted me to sell something else. They wanted me to be somebody on their market to sell toothpaste or whatever the hell they're selling. No, I can't. I could only sell what I believe in, and I could never sell anybody else's stuff. I appreciate all the information. I tell everyone, oh, Frank, thank you, Frank. Yeah, Frank, you want to you want to do this and help people. Open your heart, because it feels so good. And our members, somehow, they're all, like Charity, that are open-hearted somehow. I don't know how that happens. But all our other people that are on the payroll too are like that. You can be trusted, and you're just as important as anyone. Right, everybody is, and that's why, Frank, you are too. And it'd be great to have you. Randall, be happy to have you helping people also. It's sharing your heart and the warmness of that we all have, to give others the encouragement to persevere. I guess that's maybe more what it is, because it is all about failing. And it's important that you persevere. They're the people, that's when it happens. Like Charity, she didn't know. I don't know what, she kicked her butt a lot. I got that way. BTI, so what does that mean? Oh, traumatic brain injury. Wow, see how I got the way I am. Now, I chat with Rose a lot. Oh, nice. Yeah, Rose is another warm-hearted person. Her heart is there to try to help you. Yeah, fine. And that's what, and you could do the same with other people. We all have people we could help. There's so many people that need help in this country. It's amazing. There's so many members. We have thousands of members. So you would relate to certain members, and Rose relates to other members, and Charity relates to other members, and it's very difficult. We all don't marry the same person, do we? So it's the same with everything. And that's it. Well, guys, I gotta go and do a bunch of videos and try to keep this going because of what I hear. And hearing the warm words that you all give us is just, I never thought I'd be hearing that from somebody that that I don't even know, and that's it. Take it easy, bud. Thanks for your time today. You bet, Hector. I'll be back. I got about 10 more years you're gonna have to put up with me, maybe more. You never know. But keep happy and do something fun today. Thank you. Charity, your words are important. Thank you. Teresa, come on, why don't you help us? Okay, guys. I'm going to put the link in the ones I gave to members. I'm going to put those links, and that's the links for the 14,000s of grants that is starting to be available at your state level. And so I'll put the link in the description in a few minutes, and so you can get the name and contact information of your state Department of Energy, okay, to figure out when they're going to get these grants for you to buy new appliances and fix up your house. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. I am having the time of my life. I can't believe it. So thank you.